Alright, what's going on, YouTube? Alright, so here's what's gonna go down, alright? I'm gonna talk about what's going on with Dame real quick. After that, I got to get something off my chest with UPS after my Dame video. I don't want to say anything after that, but I'm gonna just say this. UPS, you just made it on my hit list. And you don't want to make an enemy out of me. Man, you two might cancel me for this, man. I hope not, but fuck, man, they just pissed me off for the past couple days, man. But anyway, let's talk about Dame, man. So, according to what's been going on with Dame, from what I heard, according to the Flight Mike, his agent, I don't know the fuck his name. I'm just gonna say Dame's agent. Him and his agent are still trying to comply to go to Miami. And basically what the NBA is basically telling them that, you know, you might have to expand your other options if not Miami, you know? And, I'm hearing Dame just wants to play in Miami. He doesn't want to play anywhere else. I think there was even like a little rumor that Boston might go for him, but even he said he didn't want to go to Boston and this, that, and the other. I'm just like this with Dame, right? I'm just like this. Since when the fuck did you care about whatever franchise you're going? You know? The whole objective for you, Dame, is just to win a championship. It doesn't matter where the fuck you go. I mean, you can go to fucking Milwaukee for all you care. Shout out to Franchise Sports TV and 2 Raw for I think breaking that news a few years ago, saying that he would like to play with Giannis. Look, I'm sure we all know that a whole lot of players in the NBA don't really, how should I say this? Usually they don't really want to go to certain places where they want to go to win championships, but they do anyway. Kawhi Leonard is a good example. No, he did not want to go nowhere near Toronto. You know, after that whole little debacle with Greg Popovich and the Spurs, and him spreading rumors that he would like to play in LA, they shipped his ass all the way up north to Toronto. Now, even though he didn't want to go there at first, he still won a championship there. You know? Another person I can think of is Kevin Garnett. Now, some people might not know this, but he originally wanted to go to the Lakers when that trade was going down. I believe, what was it? Was it the summer of 2007? I believe. I think he wanted to have a meeting with Phil Jackson and Kobe, but I think Phil Jackson only showed up and Kobe didn't. I just remember Kobe didn't make it to that whole that little talk with KG for him going to the Lakers. I just know that. And he really didn't anticipate on going to Boston But he went there anyway, and look what happened. He won his first championship there, going to Boston in 2008. Now, even though they didn't win anything after that, he still was. He still went to the finals in 2010, and at least still contended, even after that. You know. I'm trying to think. Is there any other players? I mean, those are the biggest examples I can think of as far as right now. But yeah, I mean, look, Dame, you got to understand this, right? It's not about where you go to win a championship. As long as you go to a contending team where you know you can win, you're good. You're straight. Shit, I mean, if I was an NBA player, I wouldn't give less of a fuck on where I go. As long as I'm going to a team where I know I can win a championship, I wouldn't have to worry about anything else. I wouldn't care less about going to, Chicago or, going to the Clippers or the Lakers. I really wouldn't care less about going to a certain franchise or a certain state to win a championship. If they ship my ass to fucking Denver, where I know I can win a championship, then it's no pressure on me. It's no stress on my, you know what I mean? I'm not losing sleep over that. I think that's what Dame needs to understand. You see, back then, I think Dame really didn't care, then again, he never really didn't ask for a trade, but he really didn't care on how he wins the championship, if that makes any sense. As long as he has a team where he can contend, he has some great pieces around him, a great bench and a great starting lineup where he knows he can win, then he's good. I think a few years ago, I think it was 4, maybe 5 years ago, when the rumors were still going on that Portland might, when we were all begging for Dame to leave, my best pick was the Nuggets, this was before they won the championship, you know what I mean? Swap Dame for Jamal Murray. I think this was when Jamal Murray got hurt, when he broke his ankle. You know what I mean? At least to me, I thought it was a good deal. Swap Jamal Murray for Damian Lillard, and Dame can not only have a top player he can also play along with, but he also has a good starting lineup and a good young core. Or not a good young core, but a good core to contend with. I think at that time Gary Harris was still on the team. Paul Millsap. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I think Dame is just so focused on just going to Miami rather than just focusing on just the main goal for him, which is winning a championship. I think he's so focused on going to Miami and winning a championship there. You can win a championship anywhere else, bro. It doesn't have to be Miami. You know what I mean? You can go to fucking those Philadelphia rumors for James Harden. Shit, you can win a championship in Philly for all you care. Even though it's not your preferred destination, you can still contend to, go to the playoffs and win a championship there, or at least fight to go to the finals and contend for a championship. So I don't know, man. I think Dame is going a bit too over his head with this, man. I think he's so content on just going to Miami. He's so hell-bent on just going there instead of just looking at his options and just, or what's the red pill, what's the red pill thing? or exercise your options and just find other teams where you know you can contend with. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. I mean, I guess the Heat are considered a. Are they considered a big market franchise? I wouldn't think so. But anyway, you know what I mean? They don't. It doesn't have to be somewhat of a big state market for you to contend for a championship. Bro, you can go to places like, I don't know, goddamn something like New Orleans, or you know what I mean? Go to New Orleans, or go to, maybe go to Philly like I suggested. You know what I mean? As long as you're just on a contending team and where you know you can win, then you should be good. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just talking crazy, but that's all I really got to say about Dame, man, and this whole situation on him still being hell-bent on Miami, man. I just don't really understand why is he so focused on going there when he can just, go somewhere else where he knows he can win, And on top of that, the trade pick, the package that Portland can get, who knows what that can be, Miami doesn't really have the best assets for you in order to get you. So, if you can go somewhere like New Orleans where they still have some draft picks and some good young players for Portland to acquire while trading your ass away, then it's a win-win for the both of you guys. You being on a contending team and Portland somewhat contending, but they have a future to look forward to with the young guys that they get, depending on where you go. That's not Miami, because I think they I don't even think they want Tyler Hero. I mean, is he trash? Maybe, I don't know. He is a little injury prone, I'll say that. And a little bit too distracted too when it comes to his off court antics. But yeah, it's a win-win for the both of you, man. If you can just go to some place where you know you can win, and Portland can just get other young players where they can look forward to while they're trying to build up Scoot Henderson and who's the other dude, man? Anthony Simons, that's his name, Anthony Simons. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm out.